A mirror for myself. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're taking a look at Stray Kids' mirror performance video. I was trying to look for a dance practice for this, but the only things I could find were random speed and things like that. So maybe at the end of this we'll be able to take a look at one of those just for fun. But I thought analysis wise it may be better to look at the performance version where there's no speed change involved, just so we can appreciate it for what it is. So let's go ahead and get started. Ooh. I really liked that visual. Camera shot was really dope there too. I like the fact it's in black and white. You're easier to see the contrast. So a lot of, honestly, very smart on the wordplay, creating a lot of these choices where they're complementary, a lot of partnering where someone's a feature and somebody else is complementing it by being a mirror to them physically. That's really fun. Nice. I like the tone on that one. That was cool. The amount of mirror shots in this one, they're hard a lot of times to get those without getting the camera in it, so. Ooh, that was clean. A mirror for myself. Ah! Let me a good rain moment. No. Yeah. Dope. That was really cool, honestly. Really fun. Okay, from the top here, yes, they have subtitles. I turned them off just so I can really see the movement quality, and then as we go through, we'll look at it with the subtitles. So from here, sitting at a desk, I mean, of course, so far in their imagery, we've showcased, you know, life before being an adult, like you're in that in-between stage. And that's something that I actually really like, the exploration of that concept. It feels very appropriate for their age specifically. I think that's awesome. From here, I like the branching out of this. Really fun on the stairs, like seeing just that kind of that type of backing, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know, but where am I? That doon doon, I like that. It low-key gives that like doon doon doon. Whenever I see like a jazz club, sometimes when they're getting prepped up, ready to go ham, but it's so not that. It's just, it's a similar build-up, but a different genre. I think that's a very weird way to say it, but I really liked this choice here a lot. Boom boom, yeah, who am I? Sliding through, I liked that choice too. I am not me. I am not me. Even, oh, when did this even start? There's no answer to this problem. So cool. Straight out the gate, mirror. Everyone's dropped down, and you do see at the very end, they Oreo cookied it. I call it that, where they start and they finish around the same way. So here, how they start the first verse is how they finish in the very last chord, which is cool. Like, there's a lot of control. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Really cool. Where they pan it to the different perspectives. In the hood too. Who am I? Nobody gave out this homework. Ooh, that's low-key deep too. It's like, nobody told me how to do this. Love that. The fullness there is really nice. I love the point there too. Who am I? So it's, I think that's kind of like our over, who am I really? Like, because you're learning to discover yourself during this time. Everybody's slowly getting up, going through, even before I can memorize the formulas for myself. Yeah, so it makes sense with the desks. I liked with that punch there, the accent there. Didn't have a chance to choose to plug in anything down, and then notice with the legs. So I like that little interruption happening there. And then I'm just running, not even knowing where I'm heading to. The switch there, pushing out, cool. I like this add-on there where it goes from just the singular feature to adding two on, and then the whole line, and then it's going to be everybody. Just following the mirrors next to me. That was a really fun add-on because those are the people next to him. Love it. Love it. Yep, and then of course you have the mirror too. They say it's because I'm still young, but I have a feeling that it's going to be worse later. Real talk. Yep, hitting it through. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So it has like a more viral groove presence in this. Like some of the pickups and some of these choices are interesting for sure. It is also intriguing about how, I mean, okay, shout out to the fog. Love the fog. But where they're not marching or making a transition out of this, they're staying kind of where they are. Yeah. I like that. Boom. And he's the only one who doesn't go up with the arms. That's cool. I'm confused, but at the same time and peeking through. And then this was really nice. Caged in my own confusion because I don't even know myself well. And this, notice the formation is a little bit more it's a square. It's not a circle. It's not, it's not an X or anything like that. If you look, it's like he's in a jail cell. Right? There's my pitiful jail cell. Forgive me. But I liked that. He's caged up. And I like that, oh, and you have that boom, boom. Really cool on that. And the connection with the hands is really nice too. Do you know the answer? Asking myself without the answer again. Ah, takes it through. That, and then you have, honestly, and then once again, you have a mirror. Oh, so you have a physical mirror right behind him. That's so fun. And they take it in a little twinkle twinkle with the fingers. Love that. Really great way to introduce a new feature too. You make me cry. Just hold my hand. I can't. You're on a TV. You're on a screen. I can't hold your hand. It make you feel better. Anyway, but you see how they all like peeled out or they're all laying down. I really like the format of that. Let me see. They're all laid down. Cool. Because it's literally like a reflection of you all around. It's like a 360 reflection instead of just somebody directly behind you. And, oh, even there, it's like a shadow this time. Golly, the choreography format for this is really dope on the wordplay of mirrors. It literally just feels like, how many different ways we can showcase the imagery of mirroring. Fantastic so far. Looking at myself in front of you. Looking at myself in front of you. Yep. There's somebody literally in front of him, and they look to the side. Then right here, boom. In the reflection, I'm a maze, yeah? So it's more of a rectangle, so like mazes have that geometric, like, what's it called? Not Stonehenge. It's like the grass. What is that called? It's called something. A hedge. That's what it is. It's called a hedge. And they're all in different geometric shapes that create patterns and stuff. And so I understand more that geometric choice of going more rectangular there. Yeah, and they punch it. Reflection will punch that reflection. Very angsty once again. And then we have this Kamehameha Dragon Ball pull. And then you still have like heavy like mirroring in the formation, but also towards each other. More partner facing for this, which is cool. The mirror that reflects my inner self, my mirror no. They like the boom, little pulse there to hit that base. I like the throw, the turn. Oh, boom, boom, do-doom, boom. I like how they traveled it. Different levels represented. Looks great. Where can I find it? For once, I wish I could see myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We still have 9. I do know Stray Kids, for the most part, operates with 8 at a certain point. I have a feeling it's like around Thunderous. It's like that era. I don't know what's the title track for that yet. We'll get there eventually, but I do know that was like a huge like shift for sure, where they had to do a lot of last minute change stuff because of that, of one of the members leaving. So but I really love it with the shadow and just the cleanliness of just being on stairs. Cool. From here, boom. I like that choice where you have the throw, and you see some residual other people also making that throw choice. Looks really fun. Where can I find it? For once, I wish I could see myself. I'm still wandering around looking for it. Yep, and different levels represented. We're still looking, so of course when the eyes are impaired, it does feel a little bit harder to look for something, which is nice. The pull up and down, there's a little pan to the diagonal again. I'm not me, who are you? Yep, who are you? Nice little kick there from him to introduce himself. It's so different from what I thought I was. You get that da-da-da, nice little kickball change action, different levels hitting. You have people in the back that are kind of just hanging out, not really contributing, more environmentally than actually physically. There's a lot that I don't know, so I put my dreams aside. Yeah, da-da-da-da, hitting it through. I like that choice, that double up on the side. Throwing it through, nice subtlety. I don't know my mind bringing tears in my eyes. Like the throw once again, but it's different person featured. Every day ends with question marks and 3 period marks. Oh, like a duk, like impending. We don't know what to do. Nice. Hitting it through. And honestly, having a lot of this fullness and the punches do accentuate like the period, mark. Feels like it isn't me, but a part of me says it is. And then, of course, looking in the mirror. Nice fullness. Hide answers cruelly, and I just keep looking for it. Yeah, so all of this movement does feel like it's matching how it's being said, more so than the wordplay itself. But I can see the impact matches some wordplay to some extent based on imagery. But that's not the focal point as much as other aspects of the routine have been, which I don't mind. I think it's great. It's a great pacing. It's a great way to utilize different parts of your music, but also lyricism plays a really important role, I think, in this group in particular. I know in most groups, yes, but I've just been gleaning it a little bit more. It could be because of my knowledge base of Sriracha, of, their production, and they're heavily involved in their own discography. So I can feel that there's a heavier presence in the rap section specifically. I could just be projecting that, but it does feel that way. So maybe it's true, we'll find out over time, but I do like it. I really do appreciate. The lyrics are deep, and they make sense to me in how they're worded, too. It's cool. Yeah, hitting that. My question grew uncontrollably. There is no answer. Caged in my own confusion because I don't know myself well. There's that once again. Nice. And I like he's facing the back of the mirror and then having somebody physically there. I do like that. It's a really good choice. Cry, like the bum, bum, bum. So there's a lot of this opposition happening with his own mirror. But there's no tears technically. That was cool. I like that. Didn't see that the first time. But then we saw that. We all go down. Reestablish. Yeah. All of this here. I like the wide shot of this. We can really see that transition. Doo-doom. It goes on the doo-doom, so they switch. Looks nice. The mirror that reflects my inner self. That part, I don't know if we were traveling I feel like we were all supposed to go up at the same time, so that's just a note, just observation. We're curious about that, or if it was supposed to travel. I like that everybody expands out. Look at the sky. Throw those arms. Dee. I like that choice. Very placed, like everything wants to go somewhere, but they're placing it to where it's a bit trickier to do. That's cool. Oh! Yeah, I don't even know who I am. And the opposition that he established in the beginning with the opposing is really cool. Taking the arm, I just came along as they told me 2 memories. Memories from the head, yep. Where are you going? Walk the path that I told you to. Walk. So they're marching it, but I like this choice there. Da-da-da-da-da, matching the syllables as they transition it. Yeah, don't question it, just run. That's for the best. And then right here, I don't know who I am. That's probably my favorite tone of all of the whole track. I really like how, I don't know who specifically this is. I really like how he sounds here. I just came along as they told me to. Once again, walking the path, different transition. So you have 4 people featured. And I think the 3rd person featured in this section was my favorite in tone. I have the walk here and the columns expanding out. Who am I? I'm looking for myself. Can't find the answer. And once again, it's still mirrored. Love it. And then we're reversing it with the head accent. Ooh, I like that choice too. Doon, like that. How much do I have to wander to smile at myself? Oh. So this peel does give that imagery of us looking and wandering, you know, because it's energy that's moving throughout the space, and then he's looking around. How much do I have to do it to smile at myself? But he still hasn't smiled. What do you want? What do you want? A mirror for myself. And then the rain. This was really cool. I'm really glad. This was a fun element to it. And the reflection, I'm amazed. Because rain, like puddles, can showcase imagery. You know, like ourselves. It does feel more powerful, of course. I bet their hair is like getting in their face and stuff. That's what it looks like. Bless it. But I hope it's not cold, but you never know. Yeah, this doo-doo-doo. Maybe it's a bass. Hold on. Doo-doo, there's 2. Doo-doo. So it kind of feels like we're doing that. I like the peel out. It just feels a little bit more full here. I think obviously because of the rain, but all honest, it's also, I think, probably this extra energy that they're putting in near the tail end because it is near the end. Really nice. Love that. Touch that mirror. Yeah, that throw right there. You have that extra texture of the water working on your side. Myself. Yep, love that. Branching the arm over. The pool. Oh. Now right here, back into that section again. I like it. But in the rain, it adds an extra level to it. It's cool. And then you have the 3 here. Memories. Now, is there a reason why we have those 3 specifically? I'm not sure. Because then, yeah, I guess we just split, like we have 3 different groups that are shown on the stairs. Is what that looks like. Same choreo, love it. Who is that? That's hard. Da 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 without blowing your voice or something like that. And not sounding weird. Like none of them really sound that weird doing that part. And they collapse and then it finishes where we start. That's so cool. I love that imagery at the end and the little lightning at the end too. That was super, super. I mean, the concept, like, it was fun to watch. Does that make sense? I don't think it's like, when you talk about this, the depth of the lyricism, that's not like a fun thing to talk about, you know, because it's real and it can stir up some inconclusive feelings. And a lot of people, we don't like feeling like we don't have control over our lives, right? So what comes with that, though, is a facet of not being in control is not knowing who I am myself, right? And that's honestly a question I think is totally appropriate to ask yourself. And so I'm glad that there's this really, really cool visual and their commitment to it. And they're staying on brand so far. It really feels like it's a genuine thing that they feel. And it allows me to be more receptive to their perspective of lyricism because I feel like they're consistent on that regard and they're continuing to hit home in that way, if that makes sense. So I can see why if people became fans of them, that could be a reason why, is their consistency on presenting a perspective that has some sense of authenticity behind it, which is really, really nice. Okay, so we're looking at their dance practice, but it's the random speed version. So we're gonna watch, and I'm very curious about this. I don't think I've watched a random speed version of any dance practice before, so we're gonna find out together what that actually means. It's slow. Slower. Oh, okay. So there's random parts, but it's gonna go really fast and really slow. You know what's... This is actually a really great training tool to make sure you know what's going on. I actually do this exact exercise with my own students for recital season. This is fun. Part of me's a little sad we don't actually have a dance practice without it being different, but I like this. Oh, they probably have a lot of fun with doing this version too. Nice. Wow. Yes. Ah. And it's funny when you're forced to go slow on a slow, like slow-mo on a slow part. Ugh. Ugh. That's right. His voice sounds so wild. Ugh, the groans, because you got to get up and get down real quick. I can kind of see how it would be hard if you did an actual like dance practice. They're a bit constrained on their space in this one. Yeah. Fun. That's really fun. So, like, being very real, I do this to my own music to train my dancers, and it actually helps with the cleaning process because it helps them stay on top of actually listening to the music instead of just dancing whenever they feel like it. Because some dancers don't listen. They just go off of counts. But if you do this, it forces them to actually like pay attention more. So it's a good retention or like a concentration game that I found to be very, very receptive to all ages. They could be 5 or they could be 25. Like, it's a great game to really just suffer with friends, you know? I think that's the best way to word it. I found a part switch version of this routine as well, so I thought while we're here, let's take a look at another way of going about our dance practices. It's fun. Now, I don't really know all of the members. I'm exposed to them at least, so I know it's going to be a bit bit dysfunctional like this here. They're gonna be telling each other, hey, this is your part. They're not even in the right spot. They're like, where am I supposed to go? Oh, so funny. The groans are fun. He said, go away. Oh. I think I need to try this with my classes, because I haven't tried this before. I've tried something similar where they actually just dance to a completely different song, but they have to do their choreo. That's one. That's fun. Or they have to follow along somebody else's dance that they don't know, but they've seen. Those are so fun, but I like this idea. Fun. Fighting is right. Punch that wall. Mirror. Oh. Completely chaotic. That is fun. I think they all went just the opposite ways of they were supposed to. Oh. They over-rotated that one. That's funny. My mirror, eh. Oh! Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Good job. That's hard to do. And everyone commit to it. Way to go. And it's more tiring to do that than it is to do it normal, for sure. Or speed change. I think that sometimes can get harder because you're going full out, but you're also freaking out because your brain's on overdrive trying to figure out where is this person supposed to be at all times, because it's not in the spot that I'm used to. So I enjoyed seeing both of those. One of them I'm very familiar with, and one I have seen before, but I've never thought to actually try with my own dancers. So I may do that next week because we're getting really close to recital time for some of the studios, and so maybe that'll be a really fun way to kind of get some nerves out, but also run their dances in a fun way. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot, like all of the videos that we looked at for this particular track. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I'm having a blast on my marathon with Stray Kids. I have so much more to look at, but this is a wonderful start. If you want in on what this marathon has to offer, Patreon's the perfect place to do that and binge all of it. Good chance most of it will not be available for a long time from whenever I record it. So if you're somebody that's impatient like myself, Patreon's a really good way to be supportive for me, but also a really great way to just dive deep into comments of other people who are very appreciative of the group, you know. essentially. So once again, my name is Jess. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I always appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.